you guys to Spirits and Souls. My name is Queen Mother. I'm your spiritual and metaphysical teacher, and I am so excited to have you all here in my sacred little space where I teach you what spirituality is and how to use the metaphysical to create the best you that you desire. You guys, I am so pumped for today's video. Kind of had some energy back lately, so I'm ready. Alright, so before we get started, you already know to hit the subscribe button down below with the post bell notification, because your girl drops videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I don't want you to miss a thing. Now, before we really get started, if you are watching this, pause my video. Yes, pause my video. There's a link in that bio that I need for you to click, because your girl has officially launched her apothecary store. It is called Spirits and Souls Apothecary, and I'm so excited for you guys to check out my manifestation candles, and I have a few more products that is on this way to being put on our website. So go ahead right now, pause the video, but when you get done pausing the video, come on back, because I got something to share with you, okay? In the meantime, between time, today's video, I got some crystals that I ordered. I am looking at this candle line that I'm creating. I'm looking to include some crystals with them. So I've been doing a little crystal shopping, and I may give these away. I may not give them away. If you order, you may find one in your box, you may not. I don't know yet, but I am also been wanting to expand my crystal collection, and you guys know, crystals are just the freaking bomb. These are the best little jewels that Mother Nature could have given us to help us along our spiritual journey, right? If you are new to your spiritual journey, and I'm pretty sure you have come across people using crystals before, I want to teach you in this video how to properly cleanse your crystals, set the intentions for your crystals, so you can use them throughout your meditations, your rituals. I don't know, whenever you want to use them, wear them for protection. I'm going to properly show you how to cleanse your crystals, right? So you probably saw it in the tag. I got this little about a pound of crystals, which I think is cool. So it came out to about 7 good sized crystals. So I got some good crystals here, and I'm dropping them. I am an Aquarius, and I've always been obsessed with my crystal. So every opportunity I get, I have a good bit of amethyst in my house. Especially being very intuitive, I need some amethyst. So I got some little pieces, I hope you guys can see, that I've already cleansed and started the charging process. I could probably go over these crystals in another video, but today I'm not going to do that, because I'm just going to show you what to do. Now, let's start with selecting your crystals. Now, because of the pandemic, I haven't been able to do any crystal shopping in stores and in person, but I absolutely love picking out my crystals. Whenever I go to a store that specializes in metaphysical crystals, I just like to, in a store, take a few deep breaths, ground myself, ask my spirit to lead me, or ask the crystals to speak to me. Whichever crystal is the right crystal for me, it is going to speak to me, and that is the crystal I am going to bring home. Now, the reason why I choose to do it this way is because I want to make sure that I am attracting specifically the crystal that I need. These are not just regular plain old Joe rocks. These are energetic rocks, and I want to make sure that my crystal and I have a beautiful connection from the very beginning. Love at first sight is where we're going to go from this. So whenever I'm in a crystal shop, I don't touch crystals. Once you understand the cleansing process of it, you're going to see the importance of why I'm going to suggest to you not to touch crystals until you are absolutely sure that that's the one that you want to purchase. So when I purchase my crystals, I like to look at my crystals, look at the different properties of them, just really look at them, and whichever one of my eyes fall on the most, or I gravitate to the most, I will pick up the crystal. And 9 to 10 I probably won't. I'll just look at it and be like, that is the one, that is what I want. And then once I get it in my hand, I thank the crystal for choosing me, because it chose me, because I was looking and it kind of spoke to me like a little kitten in a pet shop. Meow, meow, meow. You know, it kind of spoke to me. So my crystal is my crystal, so I thank it for choosing me. Once I get home with my crystal, I start the cleansing process. Now, it's best to check your calendar, because this is going to be a bit of a process. You don't have to do it this way. I'll include a shorter version of this at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for the shorter version of this, but I choose to do it this way. Always double check your calendar to make sure where you're at as far as the moon cycle. Are you closest to a new moon? Are you closest to a full moon? Whatever you are, you're gonna have to go through both cycles, okay? So I like to take my crystals. If I get crystals that are particularly very dirty, or been in a shop, they've been touched over a lot, other people have left their energetic fingerprints on them, so we need to cleanse the crystal. So at this point, I like to take some sea salt, some pink sea salt, pink Himalayan sea salt, regular sea salt. I take the sea salt, and if I have Epsom salt is really good for cleansing as well. I will take some Epsom salt. So either one of the salts, pink Himalayan salt, Epsom salt, or you can do the sea salt. I don't use regular salt. I use just those particular salts because of their natural because they're in their natural form as far as salts, and salt, we need the purest form of salt to cleanse. You can use regular salt if you have regular like house table eating salt, but I don't do that, okay? I fix a nice warm water. I take my crystals, I put some salt in the water, I let them soak. Typically I'll let them soak for a couple of hours. I make sure I run them, let them soak, and I release whatever energy is attached to it. Now once they're done, I'll run them through some warm water, and I'll speak to my crystals. Thank my crystals for choosing me, set my intentions for my crystals to be cleansed, and release any of the negative energies or attachments it may have gotten along this before it reached me, before its journey to my home. So we release all of it. Then I take my crystals and I set them out in the sun. Now, depending on when you get your crystals, I just so happen to purchase my crystals this time online, because I'm testing crystals out to see which ones I want to use for my products. So I brought my crystals online this time, and I rinsed them off in the salt water, let them soak, then I rinsed them off with the warm water. And because when I did this it was sunny outside, it was the perfect time to do so. I let my crystals sit out in the sun. They need to absorb that sun energy, that positive big warmth energy. They need to get back into the sun. They've kind of been in boxes, they've been in people's hands. They need to reconnect with its natural source, the sun, gain its power back. So my crystals connect, I let them sit in the sun. Make sure you put your crystals in an area that is safe, that is away from pets, children, my children in particular, like my crystals. Make sure you have them in a place, if you cannot sit them outside, sit them closest to the windowsill that has the brightest sunlight for coming into your home. Your crystals need to bathe in the moonlight. They need to bathe in the new moon, and they need to bathe in a full moon. You can choose to do it through the entire lunar cycle, but I choose to just do the full moon and the new moon at its powerful. Waning and waxing moons are perfect to charge and create things in as well, but I don't usually work with the waning and the waxing moon unless I absolutely have to. So I perfectly lucked up, because the day that I got my crystals, I went ahead and I washed my crystals and I set them outside, and guess what it was that night? You guys guessed it. It was a new moon that night. So it was absolutely perfect. I got them outside in the sun. They had all day to absorb some sun energy, and they got to bathe in the new moon light. Yes. And because of where my balcony is positioned, I'm so excited because unlike my last home, my crystals didn't get a lot of access to the moon light. Here, babies got bathed. Now after I do that, I will bring my crystals inside, and I typically will smudge them with some sage. You don't have to do this because the Epsom salt was already a part of the cleansing process. You can smudge your crystals while you before you put them in the sun. You can smudge them, but I wanted to smudge them again before I brought them into my home. Cleanse the crystals, and the next thing you get to do is the absolutely fun part. I like to set my intentions with my crystals. This is a relationship. This is not like a rock you get to keep. These are rocks that are harnessing and working with your energy to help attract and healing, money, protection, whatever. They need to be connected with you so they can work with you in your rituals. They can work with you to protect you. They can work, and they understand that you guys are on the same frequency, vibrations. I like to take my crystals and I like to hold my crystals in my hand. I like to meditate with my crystals under a candle light. I will light a candle. I will call on my ancestors. I will meditate with my crystals. I will speak to my crystals. I will set my intention for each crystal. So for the sake of this video, I have a pink quartz. Okay, this crystal, look up if you don't know the crystal you have, look up the properties, look up the crystal, look up the properties, figure it out. So I want to speak to this crystal, and typically I will let my crystal know. In my hand, I will hold it, let my energy infuse with this crystal. I will thank my crystal for for me into my life, for coming into my life. I'm going to thank my crystal for all of the amazing love that it's going to bring to me, for creating a loving and healthy environment, and for whatever the properties are for that crystal. Just thank the crystal for bringing it. Set the intentions for this crystal. This crystal is to help me during meditations, to open up my heart. You know, my amethyst crystal is to help me to connect with my third eye. It's to help me to be more intuitive, to trust myself. It's to protect me. Whatever I choose to do, I'm going to speak my intention with that crystal, and then I'm going to set that crystal on my altar. My crystals are going to sit on my altar until the next moon cycle. Now, daily, I will speak with your crystals. Hold your crystals. Talk to them. And visualize your life with these crystals, and set them down. It doesn't have to take a very long time. You can hold them together, you can hold them separately, whatever you choose to do. Hold your crystal, thank your crystal, love your crystal. Your crystal is not with you, right? Now the second moon cycle. So for me, the next moon cycle will be the full moon. I'm going to bring my crystals back out in the sunlight, and then also bathe them in the light of the moon. These moonlights and sunlights are recharging the crystals and helping it to gain its properties back for all of my crystals. Now that I have the ability to safely charge my crystals outside, I'm so excited to get back started in cleansing my crystals and reconnecting my crystals. Sometimes they get a little dirty. They need a little bit of a pep talk, you know, dust them off, get them to get back together. Sometimes you have to release the energy from them. That is all with the crystals. Use the crystals as you want. Wear them as protection. Take them with you. Keep them in your pockets. Use them in your rituals. Use them in your readings. However you choose to use your crystals, you are free to use your crystals now. They are officially charged, cleansed, charged, and matching your frequency to help you do whatever it is that you need to do. After you use like heavy spells, if you use them in spells, if you use them in readings, if you allow other people to touch them, at least once a month you need to cleanse your crystals. In that case, you can use some Palo Santo or some sage to slightly smudge your crystals after each use, or you can smudge your crystals as you go. Cleanse your crystals, you guys. You have to take care of them because they are absorbing a lot of energy, and they are really working with you a lot. Okay, these little rocks are very special, and I'm so grateful for the universe for providing these special little jewels for us to keep and carry along with us. Now on my wrist I have my onyx bracelet, which is also one of my protection bracelets. I had three. I had onyx, I had quartz, pink quartz, and I had I can't remember what my brown one was. My brown, I think it was cat's eye. It broke. My pink one broke, but this one lasts and I love it. Even for your crystal necklaces, your pendulums, your braid type of crystal you may have, earrings, if you're using it as a form of protection. You charge your cards, your tarot cards, which I will do that in another video. Charge your cards the same way. Well, don't rinse your cards, but you know, charge them in the moonlight, bathe them in the moonlight, set them on your altar, connect your energy with them. I do my bracelets the same way because I wear them a lot. I do my necklaces, my pendulums, especially with my pendulums. I wear my pendulums to bed with me. I wear them with me. I keep them close to my skin. I let it, you know, at least for a good week or two. Like I say, I haven't used my pendulum in a while. I will cleanse it, bathe it, and keep it on my skin for a while just to kind of reconnect my energy with my pendulum. Okay, that is all for today's video. I hope you found this video to be very informative. If you have charged, if you have a unique way of charging your crystals, comment that down below. I would love to see other tips and tools that we can possibly include and share with our community on how to cleanse your crystals, right? Because there's a bomb.com, bomb.com. All right, you guys, that is all in love and light. Thank you.